Introducing Oakley Meta Vanguard, the new performance AI glasses designed for athletes. With hands-free capture on an action-ready ultra-wide camera, powerful open-ear speakers, and built-in Meta AI that syncs with your Garmin devices for real-time insights while you train. Take your performance to the next level with Oakley Meta Vanguard. Athletic intelligence is here. Learn more on meta.com.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
This episode is brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. What do you bring to a holiday party? Simple, a bottle of Casamigos. Because nothing gets the party started like a Casamigos margarita, which isn't just for summer. In fact, it's the perfect pour all year round. Casamigos is the gift that always feels right, because anything goes with my Casamigos. Please drink responsibly. Imported by Casamigos Spirits Company, White Plains, New York. Casamigos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume.
Big news! Sephora is now on Uber Eats. So if you find yourself facing a beauty emergency, like needing a last-minute gift, or you're just out of your favorite mascara, again, don't panic. We got you. Order now and get $10 off on Sephora orders of $50 or more on the Uber Eats app. Order now. Offer ends October 30th. One order per customer. Additional terms apply. See app for availability. Delivery fees may apply.
Hello. Welcome in. This is Birds of a Feather Podcast with your boy Q City. Going ahead and doing the live react to the Hawks. Just terrible loss versus the Toronto Raptors to open the season. So officially we're 0-1 to open the season. It is troubling because it don't get no easier. I honestly was really hoping that we won this one because our next two are against real powerhouses. We'll get to that a little later. So if you guys have been listening to us through the football season, obviously we'll keep the Tuesday and Wednesday live records, Wednesday and Thursday drops. We're going to add a Thursday live record and then a Friday drop for all the Hawks pods, for the Hawks like weekly pod. But after each and every game, I will be here live reacting to hopefully something better than what we saw tonight. There were some good pieces. There were some bad pieces. Let's get into it. So we lose 138 to 118. I ain't got all the advanced stats right now. That'll usually be the Thursday breakdown, very similarly to how we do the live react for the Falcons on like right after the game, and then we go look at film later. But just baseline stats. I can tell you from watching the game, I ain't even got to look at the stats, is the fact that like Toronto did not shoot the three well at all tonight. Maybe they shot a decent percentage because they didn't take a lot of it. Let's see. 3-pointers. No, they shot 24% from three. We weren't much better. We shot 28%, but here's the kicker. If you go look at the Thunder game last night, they put up 53s. You go look at Toronto's game tonight, they put up 25 threes. They only connected on 6 of them, and they were able to score 138 points. How is that possible? Bro, straight up and down, we have no rim presence. And we're relying on a 30-year-old Porzingis who may or may not be able to, hold down the fort when it comes to rim presence in totality. One sec, guys. Sorry about that, family life. Back at it. So they scored 82 points in the paint. It was maybe more than that. I'm gonna go ahead down and look. No, 86. It got out of hand. It was like at 76 at one point. There is no rim presence, no rim protection. If we are true relying on a 30-year-old Porzingis to be our rim protector, we might be in some trouble. He had one good block tonight, but there's no pressure. There's no stopping the second pass. And then we put all this into perimeter defense, which, yes, maybe we ran them off the three-point line, but like there's got to be some balance when it comes to no. We're gonna stay on the defense for a minute. The fouling was completely out of control. Completely out of control. There's no world in which we should be able to we should be in the bonus 4 minutes into a quarter. That happened in the third quarter. 4 minutes into the quarter, we're in the bonus, bro. Like Dyson, up until I think it was like 3 minutes left in the third quarter, had only played 12 minutes. And he caught his fifth foul early, like right after halftime, caught his fifth foul. The lead balloon, he couldn't get in and play. His teeth, right? Ricochet twisted the ankle. He was out for a period of time. When Jalen sat and Dyson was already out, Reach was in the back getting his ankle. The lead ballooned to like, I think it was 26. The highest it got, I know, was 29. Because I kept thinking, if it hits 30, that's just like a microcosm of who we are as a team. It was so bad, and we got it down to, we were at 6 at halftime. We got it down to 4 multiple times. Looked like we was gonna make a run. I think it was 77-74. 77-73. And then just the doors flew off that mofo, bro. Like, he scored 31 points in the final frame, but you allowed 45 points in the third quarter. You allowed 45 points in the third quarter. That's on top of allowing 36 in the first. The second and the fourth quarter don't really matter because they stopped scoring with like 4 minutes left. 3-4 minutes left. Like, it was 4:11. I think they took their starters out. We took our starters out at 5 and some change. 20-point game. Couldn't get it below 21. Ended at 20 points. I'm so disappointed in this defense, bro. Like, and I don't even think there were some questionable calls, right? I feel like went both ways, but there was nothing I was going to see here that made me feel like, yeah, we're going to be a stout defensive team that can go against the likes of, Houston or Orlando, who we're facing next. Boston, who traditionally has good defense. Like, nah. And on top of that, we put a lot into perimeter scoring, right? And we're perimeter defense. We're gonna sacrifice it on the interior end. Well, then we got to make shots. 10 for 35, 28% on threes. That's just not gonna cut it. 42% on field goals is terrible. Just as a team, you need to be sitting around 52, 53. You know what I'm saying? And then from three, like, honestly, 35, 37% would be amazing, right? Like, if you put us at 37%, what is that? That's 8% more. It's probably 3 more shots. That's 9 points there. And if you move us from 42 to just 50 is 7 more shots at the if you add those 3, so it's 4 more shots. So that's 8 plus 9, 17. That's a 3-point game. That's a 3-point game. If we shot, and that's with them shooting 56% from the field, right? So, like, if you just moved us up to 50% on the field goals and about 35% on the threes, 35 to 37% on the threes, it's a 3-point game. If it's 138, 135, I'm coming on here with a totally different attitude about the season in general. I'm not saying I completely lost hope, but it's just we're so bad defensively on the offense and in our offensive end, right? On the offensive end, We are not the Indiana Pacers. We're not the Charlotte Hornets. We're not a bad team. Usually you run when you're a bad team to hide your defensive inequities, right? We have spent a lot of money on defense, have good defensive players, can really operate in a half-court set. Why are we blazing up and down the field or blazing up and down the court? Like just back with a team that wants to be a transition-based team and operate in the paint. That was just like, that was terrible scouting. It was a terrible game plan. It made absolutely no sense. I was really disappointed with our offense. We took the ball out of Trey's hands a lot. I think if you look at Trey's stat line, it's going to look good. This is the danger of just box score watching, because the team scored 118 points, right? So like Trey was 34 minutes, 22 and 5, right? That's actually terrible for Trey. So that's right on par. Jalen Johnson was really the driving force in this game, 22, 8 and 7. He handled the ball so much. And he was 22, 8 and 7 and got sold a couple times. The person I'm worried about is Luke Kennard. So first 30 minutes, right? Porzingis had 26 minutes, but like I understand that the minute count is going to be a little weird considering we were blown out. You're going to pick up 5 to 7 minutes at the end of the game. So usually it looks like, based on rotation wise, Porzingis is going to be around 33 to 36 or 29 to 33 minutes per game. It looks like what he's going to be. Looks like Trey's going to be around 34 to 37. Looks like Jalen's going to be around 34 to 37. Reesh, I wanted to see so much more of him this game. And it felt like Luke Kennard was taking his minutes. And I know he had like a little blip in the third quarter, right? I think he only missed 3 minutes of game time there. And then obviously he didn't play much in that late stretch in the fourth. So maybe 10 more minutes. So you're looking at 31 minutes there. If that is what he stays around, I'm cool with that. But Luke Kennard, 30 minutes, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. That's totally misleading. Through 3 quarters, he had 1 shot. He was just unaggressive at all. You're out there 4 floor spacing in offense. And like, if we're going to be up and down transition 3 type of team, not only do you, 1, have to take those shots, but 2, you got to find open spaces. Now, speaking on the Pacers offense, they went through this lull last year as well. Hallie wasn't playing well. They were in 10th place for a long time in the East last year. And then they, caught their stride and boosted up. Maybe this is like this running gun type of offense is like what you want to do, constantly playing transition. You have athletes, you have big athletes. So like if you're trying to put a lot of paint pressure, it makes sense. But like it was 2 bad results tonight. It was the bad results tonight. We'll have the Hawks pod dropping tomorrow, right? Talk about season as a whole. We got the Magic on Friday, and then we have the Thunder on Saturday. So it's going to be a rough week. It's going to be, we got to put it together and get some wins. I thought tonight was going to be the easy one, and then, 2 tough games. But hey, it's 82 of these bad boys. Got to start by getting 1. So appreciate y'all. It's been your boy Q City. I'm out. Check us on rewind that. Check us on all social platforms at BOAF Media. Like, subscribe, hit the button, hit the follow. Always hit the chat for ATL so we can talk about your topics. Do the same thing on the Hawks podcast. And stay tuned if you are on the live. I'll be getting Taj on, and we will hit the betting pod. So it's been your boy Q City. I'm out. Peace.
Mo's made a beat again.